Hey guys, What If here, and welcome back to NASCAR 2003 for race 2836. We're going to Dover. Second time we've been to Dover this season, so that's interesting. And also, it's a track where I know I'm not going to win, so it's interesting. Get hype, start punching things that aren't alive, because it's going to get interesting. So yeah, we have a good point lead. We're doing good. Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon still battling it up for who's second. Most of this top 10's pretty much the same, so there's not a whole lot else to really dive into. We're driving as the Little Tykes Ford that has the NASCAR 2000 contingency like on the side, which makes no sense, which is always strange. But anyways, there's really not a whole lot else to show, so we'll just jump into it. Thank you to my two Patreon people, as well as my YouTube member support channel. Person get our early access videos, as well as channel emails when I stream. I appreciate it. It means a lot, and it goes a long ways, because I still depend on this to some form. So thank you. And also, it's like $2 for tier 1, I think $4.99 for the tier 2. So there is those things. So without further ado, we'll just get into Dover and just have a race where I know we're not going to win. It's a great feeling. So car setup, nothing to it. It's just default as always. And that's the quick synopsis. So let's have Amaran take it away.
We're live at Dover International Speedway for the MB&A America 400, brought to you by MRN. Now, Barney, this is one of the tougher tracks that we come to. Why is that?
Oh, yeah, the Monster Mile. This 1 mile oval may look easy, but boy, let me tell you, it's a lot harder than it looks. These big corners are absolute torture on the body, and fighting to keep your car off the walls requires total concentration from these drivers.
Jerry Nadeau is one of those guys who you just keep expecting to break out and have a good year.
Yeah, you do, but he's got a ton of talent and some good equipment. He's shown he can win and run up front. Now he's just got to string some success together and gain some confidence out there.
With over 25 seasons under his belt, Ricky Rudd is NASCAR's most experienced full-time driver.
It's hard to believe, but he got his first Winston Cup start back in 1975 at the age of 18. Since then, he's been in the top 10 in points more often than not, and he's still at the top of his game.
Kurt Busch is showing the importance of consistency this year.
Man, he is amazing. And what a boost towards the championship that gives him. You don't even need that many wins if you're finishing in the top 10 every week.
Wonderful introduction, like the Ricky Rudd facts. It was very nice. And they were talking about me being consistent, which also works both in tandem that we've been consistently running last, or starting last, so that works too. So it's a good one. Dale Jr. on pole, maybe he'll break his winless drought. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, going into this, Dover's always fun to drive. So more or less, it's gonna be kind of like the standard: move up through the field as fast as we can, but also not be too reckless. We're 3 wide with Jeff Green and John Trace. That's a little scary. They make contact. That's not good. Can they settle it? I don't want to enter turn 3 with like no angle, because you do. It's sort of similar to Michigan, where you need to run up like you start on the bottom and then your car sort of just gradually moves up like half a lane. So in order to really pin it on the bottom, have to really back up the corners. So once the field thins out, we can actually attack the corners even more aggressively. Then we should be able to do well. A lot of factors though, like in any race. Pit crew could be a problem, anything of the sort. So it's, you know, layers, regular racing layers to it. Ricky Rudd having a bad start, and that's what I was talking about. Needing extra lanes to get through the corner, because that happened. And of course, painfully so, me and Ricky Rudd had to make contact. And that put him almost 40th. So, yeah, that's not good. Also, I don't know why he was back there to begin with. But, yeah, we're moving up through the field. Gotta be careful with that, though, because, you know, before you know it, you're gonna get into someone. But yeah, car feels fine. And all that. It's just, sometimes I wonder just when we get this deep into the series, I start kind of reflecting back on the season And most of it, I just sort of remember as the season where I win a lot, and then people think I'm running it on easy mode. Which really just makes me not want to ever fucking record again. Stream, probably, but not record. It just doesn't make it very fun to do that when I'm always getting shit in my ear about, oh, you're running it on easy mode. It's like, well, if I literally ran on easy mode, I would win literally probably every single race the entire season. Oh, but you won every race. No, I won 16 of the 28. I mean, it's pretty close, but it's not quite. Bobby Hamilton, I was not expecting that. There we go, got back down to the inside of him, no problem. Well, that's not good. I really need to get up to the field as fast as I can. I can't have any types of checkups or things happening. That could potentially ruin our top 5 streak, which we've had for a little bit. I mean, we've only had 2 races outside of top 10, which is surreal to think about because Thunder 02 we had 2. Or no, we only had 1. So that's kind of surreal to think about. So it is technically worse than Thunder 02. But it's not saying much. Props to Shauna Robinson, but yeah, we need to gain more spots. So we're going to try to pit around lap 19. That seems to be a good number. And also, the tires don't wear out here too awfully bad, so we could probably get away with pitting just one lap before halfway and still be on the good side of tires by the end. So that's my plan. It's, again, nothing crazy, nothing complicated. Ooh, that was I was going to say too good of a corner because we didn't hit the apex. We hit it a bit too early, but yeah, it's just nice. Every time I come back to this, and I play like Heat 5 or something, I'm always reminded of just how weighty the car feels and all that. It's nice detail. And also, funny enough, as I'm recording this is going to date this video a lot, but they're racing at Dover this weekend. Hopefully it's good like last year. You would think the Gen 7 cars would be kind of bad here, but they're not. It's pretty okay. I can't explain it, but it is. Anyways, P20, officially in the top half of the field. Dale Jarrett's running back here. That's not good for his second place championship battle. Jeff Gordon's probably starting up higher. Hopefully Dale Jr.'s leading. That's all I care about. It's like the only thing I want to see happen. Just to, because there's not many people that have wins this year. Frank Kibble high. So, I don't know. There's a red car up there, but I don't know if that's a Bill Elliott sighting or not. I think I see Jeff Gordon up there. Well, that's right side damage. I thought I entered the corner okay to not get damaged, but I guess it was not good enough. I was going to say that they're just single file, so that kind of made it easier for me to pass, but I was very mistaken. Again, I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought I entered that corner okay, but I was going in there apparently too fast. Now I'm getting annoyed. Because that is a pass that really should not required me to hit them, and I did, and that upsets me. Anyways, we're going to get by Todd Bodine here, who's holding up Harvick. That's 2 nice, free, casual spots, and there we go. Get to the inside of Mayfield, no problem. See, when they're just single file like this, I feel like then we can really start to attack and just kind of pounce on the competition, but unfortunately, that has taken quite a bit of laps for that to actually happen. See what I mean about the car wanting to slide up? But we could get good exits out off the corner. We're still closing in the leader even this deep into the run, so yeah, the car feels pretty good. We're just officially cracked inside the top 10. Mark Martin, alternate scheme alert. That's always refreshing to see. And people should be pitting here, I was going to say pretty soon, and I called it. So, they're going to have an undercut, but I'm just going to stay out a little bit longer. I'm pitting this lap. We were around 9th when the cycle began, so that's kind of where I'm seeing where we stand. But yeah, just standard 70 miles an hour. And perfect. I hit the gas at the last second. That was a little scary, but we're fine. 16-1 was the estimated time. The pit crew, damn, nailed 15-7. This is a track where we kind of need a good pit stop, and they did just that. I have no complaints with that. Almost LePage Jarrett, but barely missed them. But, no, we're fine. And now it's just going to be a waiting game to see where we cycle out at. I don't know what Mark was doing when I was passing him. It was a little weird. Usually they don't exit pit road that early. Whoa, trip! Jeez, alright, I guess they do exit pit road. Not off turn 2, but like in the middle of the corner. That is kind of scary, but we actually cycled out 8th. Not bad. So we gained a spot during all of that. So that's a big plus. Now we're just kind of in no man's land. Just have to, we have to catch Dale Jarrett. So maybe lap traffic could help us, but they may not get to them in time. So it's all going to come down to just normal lap times, run them down, and all that racing stuff. Cobb's Dale Jarrett. I think we're going to be able to poke our nose in there. Keep it on the bottom. I'm just letting the car roll through the corner as much as I can. I was not even applying any gas to it. And that's going to be a clean pass. Leaders are about to hit lap traffic, so don't know if that's going to help us or not. I don't know if that's actually going to really factor things in, but top 5 still doable. I think this is actually a little bit better than we were running in the spring race. Not by a whole lot, but kind of had a good pit stop too, so that also helped. It's going to be P6 on Rusty. Almost made contact, but we're fine. And Burton's giving me all the room on the bottom. And that's a nice, wonderful P5 in the books. Cobb to Jeff Gordon, and that is Bill Elliott in 3rd, so strong run for Mr. Elliott. So yeah, to the inside, Jeff Gordon just kind of ran him down. I think the leaders are finally hitting lap traffic, so that 5-second lead whoever the leader had at one point has been now cut in half, down to about 2.7. So that's cool. That's P4. I keep thinking a car is blown up. I think there is a car up ahead of me that's white, and it's confusing me. Okay, Matt Kenseth 2nd, so I'm going to assume that it is Dale Jr. leading, which is going to make me very happy. Not the first time he's won at Dover, but that's going to be pretty cool. And I think 3rd is going to be all we'll get. I don't think we're going to get to Matt Kenseth at all. White flag's out. Car, I think, is officially stalled out, or the leader is not really catching it, or is in lap traffic, has sort of been stuck at 2.7 seconds, so I think this is all we're going to get. So I think the car plateaued at probably the perfect time. And through 3 and 4, off the throttle for a long time, just use Shane Hall to turn. And that's going to be a nice, wonderful, casual 3rd. It's an off day. Not that big of an off day, but it is still one nonetheless. And Dale Jr. gets the dub. He gets a win. He continues his annual 1-win-a-year type of streak from Thunder 02. I like how this game's one of 5 highlight reels. It has to include me and Ricky Rudd making contact. The game knows. It knows we have problems. And that's just always going to continue to be a thing, apparently. And I don't want it to, but it's just a curse now. So, yeah, pretty normal looking top 10. Even on that last lap, we still didn't really gain any time. So I think the car just finally just clipped. And it was a perfect time because we really weren't going to get to Kenseth. And even if we were fine, I don't think we had enough momentum to do that. But Jeff Gordon gets 4th. He doesn't lead a lap. Dale Jr. led every lap but 2, and that was probably during the pit cycle, so that's disgusting. Dale Jr. was just another zip code. Michael Waltrip led laps, so... Oh, it's Sterling Marlin. And Ricky Rudd rebounds at 15th, so I don't feel as bad as what I did to him. Probably could have finished better if it wasn't for me, but... He at least got 15th. And Bill Elliott top 5, as I saw, so... Good run for him. I don't know how many cars were lapped down. I don't think very many. Let's see. Okay, actually, never mind. It's actually a little bit more than I thought. So John Andretti and them were a lap down, and Ryan Newman, the only one that DNF'd. That's unfortunate. Next race is Kansas. That's another kind of a big mystery on how that's going to go, because I don't really know how it's going to play out. We only go there once a year, but our point lead extends a little bit. Jeff Gordon did gain more on Jarrett, so that point battle's still pretty close. Mark Martin's kind of out of that for a second. Jim John, 5th, run pretty good. Dale Jr. with his dub, moves himself up to 6th. Matt Kenseth 7th. And Ryan Newman with the DNF that put him all the way back to 9th. Damn. And Sterling Marlin still 10th. Ricky Rudd not 13th. He's 14th. 7 points out of Harvick, so Rudd just trying desperately to get 13th in points. That's all I'm interested in. And Bill Elliott's good run may have, maybe it moved him up. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell, but so yeah. Dale Jr. led 38 laps today, and that's almost more than half of what his lap total is there currently. So impressive. Now he's in the top 5. Mark Marin's at least 8th. At least Rudd got a win. That makes me happy. He led most of his at Bristol, but I'll take it. Anyways, with that, we can kind of wrap things up. So next race, we'll be going into this with the 2001 Rubbermaid / Sharpie Ford, whatever. I said that all wrong, but yeah. So yeah, we'll find out how that goes. But for now, we'll end and conclude this video. Big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters: the Dave 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Mexican Link 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is Sean for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways, as usual and expected, and all that nice word stuff. So just thank you. See you all next episode of Kansas, as we're running down the last 8 races of the season, something like that. I mean, we're nearing the end. It's weird to think about, but it's coming. Then Talladega, Lowe's. Can I get to 20 wins? Is that even possible? I mean, we're 4 wins away. That should be definitely possible. We got Martinsville. Talladega's probably given us. That's 2 right there. 3 with Rockingham, so it's gonna be close. It depends on if we can win Lowe's and maybe Kansas, but that's a big question mark. I really don't know, so I guess we'll find out. So yeah, stay tuned for next episode where we see how much I beat the field's ass, or maybe not, or maybe the AI can actually win again, or I guess I don't know, win again in like the sense that it continues, not like it's a surprise that they won. That's what I'm trying to relay. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm done. I'll see you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.